Keep
Absolutely.
the ball going. Live to swing another day. That ball long out. And again, Megan Bauer is back to serve. Kanani Danielson, front row. Bauer, number 5 in yellow. Danielson. Ooh, pause, protecting the face. Gets a dig. Danielson reloads. And the block of Michigan goes right after it. Zimmerman and Rude put up the roof.
Danielson had an absolutely terrific swing on her first swing and paused. Just an incredible dig to keep that ball alive. And then Michigan gets their block a little more set, gets out there a little bit sooner, and puts up a good block and rejects Danielson.
Danielson again. Oh, she's just heating up. Goes right at Sloan Dunoff.
The thing about Danielson, you can block her, you can do whatever. She is going to keep coming at you. It's not going to bother her. She knows she's an explosive attacker, and she knows her teammates are really relying on her to do a great job.
460 kills for Danielson on the year. That's how explosive she is. And a block provided by Mafua. Mafua doesn't get a lot of blocks for this team. Number 11 in white.
No, really not necessarily a great blocker, but it's a really good job. You can see with her right hand when she sees that ball is tipped, she just reaches out, hangs a little bit, and brings it back.
That attack wide.
Michigan's middles are really struggling. They are not a part of the offense right now. They have been hitting a lot of those slides that are going out towards the pin, wide slides, and they've been turning them, hitting them out of bounds. Their timing is off. They're just a little bit out of sync.
Zimmerman going out to the left side. That seems to be looking pretty good. And then Danielson off the block. Lexi Zimmerman finds an open spot.
And Zimmerman loves that dump. She loves to take it and push the ball to the deep left back corner. Most defenses, that's going to be an exposed area when the ball is on the other team's side of the court. So she knows that as she's running forward, pushes it back over her shoulder to that corner, knowing there's going to be an opening.
Zimmerman, an emotional leader for this team. They're looking right now just to wipe up a little bit of sweat. By the way, nothing worse as a player than trying to pursue the ball and sliding on it. Let's talk a little bit, though, about Lexi Zimmerman and what it is that you think makes her so special.
Well, again, I love the fact that she's so explosive. I love the fact that she will take offense into her own hands. She nearly had a triple-double last night. She just plays with a flair and a flamboyance that's really her. She just loves to let it all hang out when she plays.
Oh, there's some flamboyance for you, too. Hawaii's block has gotten very big all of a sudden. Brittany Hewitt, 6'3". Finally tallying up some blocks for Hawaii as they start to close that gap at 5'2".
Well, that's one of the things that she does very well. Hewitt is a terrific blocker. She's gotten better offensively, but right from the very beginning, she's been an outstanding blocker and leads this team.
We told you Zimmerman was offensive. There she calls her own number again. She really wants Hawaii's block to think about her.
Well, and that's what a good setter does, because you don't, otherwise you've got 2 hitters against 3 of their blockers if they don't have to respect you, and you don't want to play 2 against 3. You need it to be 3 against 3. So Zimmerman, usually early in matches, is really aggressive, and then she starts trying to get those blockers to bite on her jumping, and then she'll get the ball to her hitter. So it's a game of cat and mouse that Lexi Zimmerman plays very, very well.
A double hit called on Hawaii. Double hit meaning double contact, not hitting the ball with great contact. Meanwhile, for Michigan, their libero serving. Kaufman gets a little bit of a break off of Michigan's block.
Well, Kaufman is such an explosive jumper. She gets up so high and her arm swing is so fast that she's a mismatch. Look how quickly she gets up there. Even though Alex Hunt is there and in pretty good position, just cannot control the speed and the angle off of Kaufman's hand.
You say she's a great jumper. She was 3rd in the NCAA high jump competition this year in the national championship, so she's a great jumper. That block, proof of it. Outside, Kubio Tenero draws Michigan into the net. And a point for Hawaii.
There's a little bit of that great defense we talked about, and that's not giving up on any ball. Michigan does a great job to keep it in play, but again, with the scramble, Zimmerman could not get set and touch the net.
Dave Soji calmly watching his team. Jimmy Lee serving. Alex Hunt, a lefty down the line again.
Well, the times Hunt has tried to hit the ball more towards the seam. She has been rejected firmly. So this has been her bread and butter tonight, is that ball down the line.
7th kill for Alex Hunt tonight. She had 18 kills for this Michigan team against Stanford last night, second only. Rubio Tenero, big swing. Oh, and Danielson from the backcourt unloads.
Well, we've seen that back row attack become more and more important in these teams and their ability. You can see the blockers really going with the middle, and Danielson, so explosive, has a cannon of an arm, puts that down with authority.
Lexi Zimmerman threads the needle, Kathy.
That's a play I've seen her do so many times. She is as good as anybody at taking a ball that's way off the net and still setting the middle attack. And that was another one of those opportunities. She was way off the net, still spins and gets it to her.
Looking at the key players so far tonight, Alex Hunt, 7 kills. Big Stephanie Farrell, 4 kills. That tells you that Kanani Danielson is just warming up. Here's Farrell. Wow, what's happening there? Mafua stays on the ground and touch that ball over. Michigan a little frustrated.
Well, Mafua is back row, so she cannot attack the ball at the net, and so she stands. I think maybe the Michigan coaches have a point. Even if she's on the ground, the ball cannot be above the height of the net when she touches it, and that was a very close call.
Zimmerman goes backcourt to Alex Hunt.
Hunt and Danielson doing a great job on either side in terms of being ready for that pipe set right down the middle of that back row and then hammering it hard. And both setters really trust that those setters are always going to be ready, so when they throw up that pipe, they're going to get a great quality swing.
Coach called Alex Hunt the sniper is her nickname on this team. She's cold, calculating. Outside. Michigan not known for their block, but it's looking pretty big tonight.
Well, it is. Again, I think they made a couple of adjustments knowing the way that Hawaii likes to play. And you can see both hitters in a good spot. And part of that, Stephanie Farrell did not hit that ball particularly high. I praised her earlier in this match for her high swing. That one she hit too low right into the Michigan hands.
7 blocks for Michigan, just to Hawaii's 2. Well, that ball, call a taxi, it's long. Megan Bauer.
Bauer has just not got untracked so far tonight. And that's one of the things Michigan has tried to do, is not rely on their left side so much. Juliana Paz and Alex Hunt, but get Bauer the ball along on the right side, get the ball to the middle. We talked about their balance. They need to have balance, but Bauer is not coming up right now with big swings for kills.
And one of the things that Coach Mark Rosen told us is that when she doesn't come up with big swings for kills, she'll come up with it in a different way. In a block, she's the captain, the leader for this team. Right now, momentum clearly swinging Hawaii's way.
Well, again, when you get a kill like this, and you can see Danielson go up and just hammer that ball down the line, those kind of kills is what gets your team excited and gets them fired up. That's 5 for Danielson tonight. And like I said, she's just starting to heat up.
Wow, broken play for Michigan. Ball's outside, take a look.
And one of the things the libero is supposed to do is be a great serve receive passer, and Sloan Donoff is, but you can see, look at that ball. Just at the last minute, she shifted her arms, hit off the side of her left arm, and that ball went shanking, and that's a ball that I'm sure Sloan would like to have back. And again, we talked before the game, but these teams are great serving teams. They're not good serving teams. They are great serving teams and put a lot of pressure on their opponents with their tough serving. We've seen it on both sides tonight. Both teams have struggled with their serve receive passing.
Rubio Tenero serves that ball long. When you talk about great serving teams, she had 55 service aces on the year coming into this matchup tonight. So
put her in the top 10 nationally. That's a lot of aces. And talk about Rubio Tenero does a lot of things well, and serving is certainly one of them.
Outside, Danielson. Here's the thing about Danielson, she's just warming up. Keep an eye on number 5 in white. We're going to take a quick break while Michigan gets their act together a little bit. Hawaii leads in set 2. Welcome back to the NCAA Women's Volleyball Championship presented on ESPNU by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Hawaii won the first set. They lead the second set by a score of 15-12. This woman, Alex Hunt, though, has been hitting lights out for this team.
Oh, we talked about hitting percentages, so you get a chance to look at that formula. 9 kills, she doesn't have any errors, so she doesn't have to subtract anything. She's going to divide that by her 16 attacks, 562, and I'll tell you, that is scorching hot. So Alex Hunt is really being efficient right now offensively.
So as a setter, you look for your hot hitter. You can't get much hotter than that.
No, you can't get much hotter than that. So you know that Zimmerman knows that. She's a smart setter. Wants to get the ball to Hunt when she can.
That's why they're serving Hunt. Want to make her do as much as possible. Out to Kanani Danielson. She goes wide.
And Danielson a little bit frustrated with herself. You can see her talking to herself as she walks back to get ready to serve receive pass.
Don't see Danielson frustrated very often. She's very calm. She was the 5-time WAC Player of the Week this season. She was a WAC Player of the Year. She's so solid all the way around. Wow. Pounds that ball, but again, her location's off and it's outside.